All right. Let's make sure they can hear us. Say hi, friends.
There Rocco.
Well, I don't see Rocco yet. We thought we'd take a minute and say hello.
Dede.
Hmm?
Dede.
Well, let's see who we have. What do we have in here? I see the dentist. And your T says she's on camera, but I don't know.
Rocco.
Rocco, that's right. All right. You ready to bring him in? You gonna put him up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello, hello.
Say hello.
Woohoo! What's
Your
up, pal?
Your T is always light, isn't she? Yeah.
Shocked face.
Mm-hmm. He missed her last time and he was not happy. Went outside screaming for Nadia.
Oh, Nadia, better hurry up and get in here.
We got to
then.
teach you shocked face.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there. Rocco.
Hello.
Hello.
He said, "Hey, whoa, Rocco."
Hello. There she is.
There's
What
Nadia.
is that?
I gotta get my glasses. Hey, little man. You're not gonna be mad today, are you?
No, last time he was throwing rocks at people because you didn't
All
show up.
right. All right, guys. Oh, we're all almost in the same colors. That's so cool.
All right.
We are.
We
Elite
are.
10. Yes, we are.
Hey, Naya.
Hi, little
Naya.
man.
It's a
Naya.
red letter day.
How about the dentist?
Nadia.
Yes, my fan club. I love it.
Dentist.
Naya. Hey, Naya.
Are you just going to be
Not
on
the
repeat?
dentist.
It's
Naya.
Judge
Nadia's
Nadia.
right there.
It's Judge Nadia.
Oh, you ready? You ready? Here comes the kiss. Ready? You gotta catch
Grab
it.
a kiss. You
Here
ready?
it comes. You gotta
Grab
catch
the
it.
kisses.
Catch it.
Catch it.
Good
You got it.
job.
All right. Mimi gonna go work now. Okay?
Bye, Dodo.
No, JoJo's not. She's probably listening.
I'll take JoJo. How's that? Love
Okay.
you.
They love you.
Mwah.
Dodo, bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Get your juice.
That is so funny. I gotta take my
There you
glasses off.
Uh,
I didn't know if he'll recognize me with my glasses off. That's why.
Oh yeah, he knows his Tia Nadia. Hi guys.
Can't blame him. Sorry, guys.
All right. So interesting day and topic.
Yes.
We're gonna take it with a grain of salt and whatever we feel. There's no. I was telling Nadia earlier. There's no right or wrong to this.
Exactly.
It's how we feel and our opinion only, and we don't have to agree, believe it or not. And
don't
everyone
agree.
in the chat room, use your own discernment to figure out if it sits right with you. And if it doesn't, go your own way. You do you, boo, right?
Mhm.
All right. Now, we have some visual aids that we can use. I have found, of course, doing this, that this is 7 laws. Now, there's a 12 law. There's, what did you say?
20, there's
55,
50.
There's 50. There's 88.
88. You could go, we're just going to start with
There's
7.
one.
We're going to start with the 7 hermetic laws, and that's what we're kind of working on. Now, I have also found that they're called different things
Hermetic
depending
laws.
upon what you study.
Yeah.
They go by different names, so we'll just go one at a time.
I
With
love
that being said-
humility. That is his
That-
name.
Yeah, humility. I love it. I love it. All right.
Pick one word a day to stay grounded.
There you go. There you
Pizza.
go.
He's,
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
you knew you were really well.
Plus.
And anchovies.
No
Okay.
fish, no fruit, no capes.
I do want to take a second, and I don't know if they want me to say their name, but it's their birthday and they're in the chat. So I want to say happy birthday.
Happy
To-
birthday,
Happy
insert
birthday.
name year.
Yeah, yesterday, Jules, right?
It's
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
okay.
She
It's
wrote
actually-
it in the live chat. It's
I
very
believe it's I think it's today, but I don't know. Anyway, you're welcome, honey. I also want to point out that a couple of the readings that were given away and won by people have been donated to someone else, which I thought was very kind.
Oh, very nice.
So whether it was donated to someone else in the chat or it was donated to a friend of theirs, I think that's a beautiful thing. So, all
I
right,
haven't done it in a while.
let's get
I might do that.
started with, well, first of all, let's do, here's an interesting picture Nadia sent to me. Actually, I'm going to bring up the funny one first because I think this is for Rocco. She sent it to me and I said, what is this in here for? But I thought, oh no, this is probably for Rocco. Let's see if I can bring it up. Oh, if my computer works.
Need a drum roll or something.
Yeah. Here you go to make your day. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In this corner, opposing all universal laws.
I couldn't have missed this.
I was wondering, you sent that to me and I'm like, what is this for and how does it pertain to today? But that's what I'm
Sorry.
pretty sure that's for Rocco. Okay. All right.
I'm getting da da da.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So here's another one we're going to bring up to give you an idea of what we're dealing with today. If you are in the chat and not quite sure what we're even talking about, and that's all right. Now, on mine, it says the mentalism is not, that's not what mine is called. And I also want to point out that in some charts, these are in different orders.
Yep.
So we're just going to bounce around. But,
It's in the same order as mine.
okay. Well, mine's not called mentalism, but.
Is
Well,
there a
that'd be
difference between hermetic and universal?
Mm-hmm. Nadi, did you get to study the chart that's on the left-hand side at all?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. I find it fascinating that some of my tarot decks actually have these charts embedded in them.
Nice.
And it gives you a different perspective when you're reading of what they mean and based on colors and symbols.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So do we just want to start from the top and work our way down?
Sure.
Well, I also wanted to say I tried studying the view I went through. I tried looking for different types of views. One is how are they connected to chakras?
Yeah.
And that's where the colors came from. Now, those are generic colors. That's not exactly what chakras look like, just to let you guys know. And then the second thing is I also tried to put this in a perspective of, we're always saying, look within, look within. So as we go through the 7 laws or principles, there's some suggestions on how we can change it to a positive or a better way of looking within.
Okay. All right. Now, the way that I printed it out is the law of vibration. I'm trying to figure out, is it the law? I have one called the law of perpetual transmutation of energy.
Now, is that the 7 or the 12?
That is 7.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like vibration.
So, well, it's separated from the law of vibration. So I'm wondering if this is the mentalism.
Okay, what was that called again? The law of what?
Perpetual transmutation of energy.
Yeah, I think that is mentalism. Was that the crown chakra? Was it like consciousness and creation?
It is
Yeah.
The one that's constantly moving, transmuting, or transferring, it is always in motion, hence the word perpetual. It's basically a metamorphosis that never stops. Everything's always evolving. It's always changing. Nothing stays constant. But I don't see how that is mentalism, because mentalism would be the way you.
No,
Okay, there
it
is one
sounds
that
more
is
like
the,
vibration to me.
well, there's also the law. See, here's the funny part, and I mentioned this to Jay today. If we put all 7 of these laws, it's almost like George Carlin's skit on the 10 Commandments.
Oh,
If you add it all together, it could probably be one law.
Right.
Yeah.
not the 7 words you cannot say on TV. Is that it?
No, there's he went to the 10 Commandments and tried to find a way to put it all into just one commandment. There's for what I have is the law of correspondence. It's multiverse, and the way they described it was almost like a cube of the universe constantly folding within itself. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, that would make more sense than the vibration, because I have one that's totally separate that's called vibration. This is a
Yeah,
totally
that's the,
different one.
yeah, that's the vibration. All right, so how about if we compare our laws to see which ones we have?
How about
Okay.
if we just give a brief kind of where these things came from?
Oh, history?
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead, Jay.
From what I researched, the only thing that I could find is these kind of stem from Thoth, even though they were used over the centuries for different aspects, very limited, and they're not called laws, they're called principles. Some of the monks use them towards growth and enlightenment.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's about the earliest that I could find was Thoth. And I did put as much eco aside as I could on that. And
Were they contained on the emerald tablets?
Pardon me?
Were they put on the
there
emerald
was
tablets? I wonder.
suggestion that they were, can't be proven.
Right.
Again,
Also, they said there's a book called Kabbalion.
bless you.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of says, but they said they're made by the 3. What was it called? Let me see. Hold on. I've been doing so much homework on this. 3 initiates, and they also mentioned that it could have been Hermes, the Greek, Thoth, Egyptian, and then there's one from the Mayan. Don't even ask me how to say his name because I can blurt some consonants and vowels, but I wouldn't remember it.
Well, from our previous studies, we've learned that they're all connected as well, though, because the Mayans were supposedly learning from Thoth.
Yeah.
So if we can go back that far, whether Rocco wants to admit it or not.
Oh, I'm into it. I'm into it. I am so pumped. I approached this. I approached this with wanting to understanding and trying to learn this. And I came up with more questions than anything.
Well, that's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
But also, these 7 universal laws was basically handed down from those 13 families in order to manifest whatever they wanted to.
Mhm.
And we were stuck in the matrix. So as they were getting richer, we were getting poorer, I guess, because there's energy is basically the same.
Well,
So
as
now,
we were bleeding out energy and wealth or whatever in any aspect you look at it, as we're basically bleeding dry, they're sucking it up and using it. So they just took it from us.
yeah.
So once we're able to break free of that and realize that we are sovereign and independent, I know Rocco doesn't like those terms, but that we are one with God and that we're of the Creator, that we need to take our power back.
And I think once we learn these principles, we probably take the power back from them, which weakens them. Energy has to go somewhere. So I think that's how we gain our strength.
Yeah. Well, we need to maintain our own energy for ourselves, not give it away unless it's of a loving. We give our energy to people all the time. We just need to make sure it's of the positive and not the negative,
Mhm.
which is sometimes harder to do than you think,
Mhm.
but we try. All right.
Okay,
Now-
so let's maybe say which ones we have, and maybe that can see. Maybe we could figure out that one that you have, Jen, by process of elimination. What do you think?
Yeah, I do want to.
I'd like
Go
to
ahead.
call it the South Pole.
All right, there's
Really?
the poll.
Really?
For 200.
There's your
Yeah.
principle of
He's going
polarity.
to jump into the law of polarity right off the bat, aren't you? Okay.
All right.
Actually, my notes do mention the North and South Pole in it. So, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. I'm going to scratch that out right now.
She's
Okay.
growing.
Scratch it out. She
Scratch
just
it out.
we just scratched south. I just think she just scratched the south pole. All right, we got
Wait,
the
hold on. I couldn't scratch Toth. Okay.
south back on, Jen.
Don't wuss out on this. I couldn't scratch Toth off.
Go ahead and rewrite south, Jen.
We agreed to disagree today. So, all right.
All right. Well, we got the law of gender. Do we all have that?
Yep.
Law
Cause and
of
effect.
cause and effect. Rhythm.
Mhm.
Gonna get
Which
you.
I don't have.
Rhythm's gonna get you. You don't have rhythm?
Yeah, I
You
have no rhythm.
Are you totally
I
white?
have no rhythm.
And law of polarity. South pole. Vibration.
Mhm.
Correspondence. And mentalism.
And these things have been called way different things in the past.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because I have the laws
the
of
last few
physics,
years too.
Laws of physics.
which is the relativity.
Yeah.
So we all it leads you down different roads, and they just call different things, but they kind of mean the same thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I call them the law of opposites.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the law of gender can also be known as gestational law as well. So,
Or could we call it birthing people and non-birthing people?
oh gosh, here we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't identify as.
We're gonna open up
Hey,
that
just
can of
stir in
worms.
the pot. That's all. Just stir in the pot. That's all.
Yep. All right. Let's see. I think I might be missing a page. Where did it go?
The South Pole one, you put it in the South Pole.
Mm.
Can I mention one of the things I found curious? And like I said, I was trying to grasp all this, and like I said, I had more questions than anything else.
Uh-huh.
But what I noticed on this, now this is supposed to be universal law, supposedly given to us by Toth, roughly, and I'm assuming inspired by some kind of creator or something of that nature.
Right.
What I found out about these quote laws, I call them theories, is they are devoid of any love, they are devoid of any peace, any harmony. Harmony is different than balance.
Right.
There is no direction. It assumes, all these laws assume intelligence, understanding, and wisdom. And this is where I had issues of them being of a divinity or of a higher intelligence.
Wouldn't you also include emotions as well?
Well, exactly. That's on my list, but I didn't mention it. And that me and Naughty talked just briefly before the show, and that's just it. Emotions, it was devoid of it completely. Love. There's so much here that is just so clinical. And it seems like anything that, like if you will, the darkness can't create. So here's how they would write it out. That's
Well,
all I kept getting.
I'm also feeling, I think Earth is basically the only souls that exhibit those emotions.
Mm.
Since
Yeah.
this is universal.
If you look at the fact that if humankind was made in the creator's image, then we portray all of the emotions that our creator has, but I guess no other race or species has this ability.
But in the same respect, there was no empathy, no understanding. There was nothing in those laws about being better, creating a better world, harmony. That's what I'm getting at. This was so clinical and so tasteless. Like there was nothing in there to bite on when I say that. Like this was just like okay, like they couldn't even describe love. Even the commandments talk to you. Thou. That means you. Thou. They're talking to you. There's no direction in these either. There's not even a hint of it. So, like I said, I'm just throwing that out there. I will be
Well,
the
now,
opposer in most of
when
this.
you get into the 12 different laws, when you start talking about the first one, the divine oneness, you could probably throw that in there.
Okay, well, true, and like I said, it's not that I don't. It's not that I disagree with these. There's truths within it. However, what we did see is we saw 10, 12, 20, 50, 88. Why is there more laws imposed on you if you're going into a higher vibration?
Amendments.
Exactly. I mean, it's like where you're devoid of details in the beginning, and now all of a sudden you're getting to a point of, oh, here's a greater understanding. We're not even talking about spiritual laws. Now all of a sudden it's like the tax man's coming. Oh, here's a new law. Here's another law. Here's another law. Here's another law. It's really putting you in a box.
I think it's also probably this is the elementary of we're not.
I agree. 101.
Okay.
I will agree with that for sure.
Okay, so let's go to like the law of rhythm. The law of rhythm says, what is the law of rhythm? Does anybody have that?
Chair dance.
Everything flows in and out, rise and fall. There's a period of action and rest, ebb and flow. Did you get to your guest? So for me, I put that towards the heart chakra, but in order to have that ebb and flow, you have to raise that frequency, and it is of love, service to others. So if you have that as a subcontract, maybe, that's the law of rhythm. Do you guys agree with that?
From your perspective, yes. But it's just these laws, we're assuming so much. That's what I mean. These things are. It's like that's implied. Like this is implied. Oh, what happened to Jen? This is implied.
Out of her own show again.
This is implied things that are supposed to be there, and I agree with you with the colors. I do believe there is something to the chakras, and just about everything I came up with these laws was of this earthly. It has nothing to do with.
That's because we're here. I mean, let's say these laws were intended for universal, but let's see that the sneeze only took it for themselves. So we're only going to see this in a cold aspect of no emotions.
I agree, but you would also assume that there is a creator.
But then
they don't assume creator. They assume all this energy is here. We're assuming, like we had talked, okay, like we're assuming that everything has happened. We don't know how it all came to be. We don't know how the molecules created Jen and Jay, but yet we're gonna throw some stuff on you. To me, it's like climate change. Like, oh, we know how to fix it, but we don't know what the heck we're doing.
Well,
so again,
but the only thing I can say is we found out that everything is manipulated. So
agree.
Why is this not manipulated for their benefit?
Yeah, but even
let's take the emotion out of it.
Right. I'm taking the emotion out of it. I'm taking just telling you what my rods have given me. It is not just, it is for man and of man. There is nothing to this from my perspective, asking several times, that is of a creator. It really isn't. That, again, but there's truths within this all. There is.
Okay, I'm curious to know something, and I know you guys delve into it much more than I have. Do you think you can detect these laws in the Bible or in the Hebrew Torah? of this
No,
in those books?
Well, I would say yes to that, because if you look at any parable, it would kind of give you some
I
understanding.
mean, maybe that's something we should look at.
A real possibility. Like I said, there is some truth. Yes, everything's vibration, everything's energy. How did energy come to be? And vibration has to do with motion. Vibration also has to do with color. These are a whole lot of things that are just like, oh, it's implied. That's what I'm saying.
I think.
Go ahead, Dennis.
I think you're going to find the answer to this more in the lost books than you will find in the actual Bible that people are reading.
I agree, and thank you for not.
I know the Aquarian, the Gospel of Aquarius, has got quite a bit more detail in it than the usual Bible that we have.
And I would say even within the Torah and even any of the holy books of Quran, some of the writings through India, the Tibetan monks, boy, you're blurring out too, Judge. Are you in contact?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear.
Yeah, there goes the judge. There goes the judge.
Yeah, are you in contact
with? You guys hear me?
I can hear you, but you're lagging.
Yeah, the video is lagging, but we can hear you. But
okay,
like,
Jen, they booted her. Okay, Jen, they booted.
And they're booting you.
It's a slow boot.
No, they got Jen. Internet dropped.
Lost all audio. We all lost all audio. Say that again, Jen. What?
Okay. They dropped her internet. She's rebooting.
Okay.
And they're trying to get me.
Oh yeah, they are. I mean, and then okay, within these, and I like these laws, and within the laws, there's also information about if we can master these laws, we can use them to our advantage.
Exactly.
Okay, but again, that's really deceiving to me. Oh, if we master these laws, we can figure out a way around them, or we can figure out how to use them for our best advantage. How is that enlightening? How is that empowering?
Well, it's empowering if you use it in a humanitarian way, but if you use it in a just for myself, selfish reasons, then that doesn't work.
But if you're devoid of emotion, if you're devoid of emotion, it doesn't matter if there's right or wrong. That's what I'm saying. There's a whole lot of things that are not that are implied, but yet we can't just take it that they're implied, because they can also be looked as not implied.
Right.
Please be good. Hey, please. Thank you.
That rabbit hole is going to go down really deep.
It really did. I mean, in many respects, like I said, there's truths within all of it. I mean, even Yeshua described the law of good in one of his sermons. Okay, so it's what is a law of good? Law of power or good energy only? Do you know what I mean? I mean, you have to understand if every action has a consequence,
right.
A yin and yang, a balance, that's even for me, like I said, I everything, and I'm asking them to please let me focus on the good on all these things. And I can only see more questions. Yeah. But like I said, they aren't wrong.
They're not wrong, but I think they need us to see both sides. We can't just focus on the great. Oh my God, this is so awesome.
I agree.
And find out there's dangers that we didn't read the fine print. In fact, that is why we're all here. We did not read the fine print.
Right, exactly. And we're here to ask questions and just bring it up. Like, okay, the example I gave Nadia. Okay, on what you can call it duality, balance, yin and yang, cause and effect. If you say, I am abundant, I am love, I am these things. Well, see, the laws don't all tie together, but they're all related. but does that take away abundance from someone else? Does that make
That's
lack
what they have been
of?
doing.
Right.
Well, that's
do
what
they
they have
not-
been doing.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. And yet, but we don't have a problem going, I am love, I am this. So that means you are not love. You are the exact opposite. Again, you have to look at both sides of the coin here. And yeah, balance and harmony has to come and play, our intent. And one of the things that strikes me funny in all of this is no intent. Very just cold, very
Methodical.
yeah. It was, and I'm trying to put myself in a place of higher intelligence, how they would look at it, how they would view it. And okay, for me, energy is motion. Well, you had to have some motion and even vibration. You had to have something that sparked the vibration. It just doesn't start vibrating because. So there's a lot of these assumptions. And then conscious mind is it assumes intelligence, you know? I mean, okay, we understand certain things, but at the same time, we take risks, we take chances. But yet, would an intelligent or advanced mind just think clinically and precise? And if that's the case, why aren't these more precise?
Well, I think
See what I'm saying?
intelligence requires reasoning. You have to be
Agreed.
able to reason.
But you can't assume reasoning. I mean, there is a law out there, the law of assumption. That's one of the other laws. Okay, what happens when you assume? What's the old phrase? You make an ass out of you and me. But yet we got a law called assumption.
I never. Yeah,
I like my ass.
no, but a lot of my research, I never got through the law assumption. Now, when I went through the 12th law, that's when I saw the assumption. But I said, let's just stick with the 7 right now.
Yeah. And honestly,
I'll be right back, guys. I'm listening.
Yeah, the hard part for me was these laws, they tie together, but they don't. They're separate, but they're not. But yet there's no uniformity within them all. Welcome back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. 5 by 5.
Okay.
Chat, can you give us a 5 by 5?
6 by 6. I got you.
We're good. We're
24, 24, 36.
Good.
What?
5 by 5, anybody?
Are we hearing ourselves? Is that what it is?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can hear you through my phone.
I hear you. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
We got it.
We have a little delay. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Now, what were you
Okie
talking
dokie.
about?
You, but now that you're here, we'll change the
Yeah,
subject.
we were gossiping about you. Yeah. We were talking about the South Pole.
Although little man did mention.
Oh, you doing fairy tales.
Fairy tales. Well, actually, I believe maybe the South Pole is now north and the North Pole is now south. So we're going to focus on the North
Well,
Pole.
the North and South poles are gone. They're East and West now.
They are east and west? Okay.
There are no
Maybe.
poles. We're just spinning around in a bubble.
Or dancing. Okay, so
They got rhythm.
okay, wait, let me focus. It was really good. It was really good until Jen got back.
I know.
Where are we going to start? Which one are we going to start with? Which one do you want to? Jen, make a call.
Jen, spin the wheel.
I would do law of vibration, since we're always talking about how we need to raise our vibrations and frequency. I think we should stick with that. We'll start with that.
Okay.
All right. All right. So the law of vibration basically is what I'm learning is that it never rests. It's always in motion. Now, you're always looking to match up your vibration with things that are in common with you. Like, because if something makes you feel off, you tend to either lower your vibration or move away from it, but you gravitate towards things that have a good, well, I would hope that you do gravitate towards positivity. Some people actually gravitate towards negativity because these are people that like drama and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So when we're always saying that we should have gratitude, we should really increase how grateful we are, because that really raises your vibration level. So you talk about emotions and feelings. I would link those to the vibration law.
Okay.
Because when you do love and gratitude, the vibrations go higher, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Well, the funny thing is, the chakra that would clearly be connected to that is the throat chakra. With saying your affirmations, with saying gratitude, the universal sound of Om is the throat chakra.
Yeah.
But what I have to change that vibrational state, to raise our frequency, the mental state, is to do daily meditations.
Yes.
Daily meditations will help vibration go to a higher state of. So that's what I found.
Well, I found the higher the vibration, the less dense the energy is. Does that make sense? It's just lighter. You just feel light and fluffy.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much like my clouds.
I'll be right back.
Yes. Yes.
Your head's in the clouds, Dennis.
It always is. Don't judge me.
Hey, hence the name.
With this one, when you're talking about the physical body and the vibrations, these are the tools that you use are your senses, the five senses that we're taught. So touch, sound, sight, all those good things. I think we all learned that in elementary school. So if that's in the 3D world, and that's how we pick up vibrations, they go back and forth. The spirituality of vibration plus the physical, one manifests to the other. So whatever you're doing in the physical, always do positive things. So if you're doing a physical meditation, what does it do for your spirituality and your mental state as well? So the higher that we keep our attitudes and gratitudes, the better it is for our bodies as well.
And also with the vibration, what's supposed to be said will be said by intention. So everything goes into that vibration of how you say it, of divine letting you say it.
Love you,
Haley.
One of the things, what was the other? I made a note about this. Hold on. Probably left it in the South Pole. Let's see. Okay.
You shoved it up there.
Stuck.
Yeah.
It's stuck.
Okay.
Jojo. I'm trying to get
you're gonna get JoJo on the show one of these days, aren't you, honey? All right.
Hi, Loco.
Rocco popped out. You see Dennis and Nadia.
Okay.
Okay.
Loco. Loco.
Let's see.
Loco.
I think your papa made me lose my train of thought.
I'm here.
Manifestations. When we're trying to manifest things, our vibration and our thought process actually can help slow it down or speed it up. Okay, just for a minute, because we got work to do. All right. Do you think you can learn something?
Yeah.
And correspondence will also be a part of that too.
No, that's a different one. I have that.
Well, if you would look at it, I guess if you think outside the box, corresponding.
I mean, as far as agreement,
yeah,
or in harmony with.
Yeah. Well, if we're talking about words, like you said, the throat chakra and the things that come out of our mouth and the tone that we use can absolutely have. I guess they all kind of are tied in with each other.
Yeah.
So if our words of affirmation, not only for ourselves personally, but to other people as well, have a higher vibration than if you're talking down to someone or cursing them out, so to speak.
Where's Rocco? Where's Rocco?
Where is Rocco?
Rocco's in the universal jail.
Peekaboo.
Well,
The crowd goes wild.
I put in the law of vibration was intention, and the law of correspondence is
Okay.
intuition.
Bye.
We'll call
you.
Okay. Go on. All right.
So I put the vibration as intention and correspondence as intuition. It's the third eye, as above, so below.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be balanced too. I mean, a lot of them intermingle. You're right.
Yeah.
I agree with this. Are you talking chakra wise?
I'm talking chakra wise. Yeah. It's a reflection. So looking within yourself, you're reflecting your scale into a larger scale. What you feel within yourself is presented out in a larger scale, the micro versus the macro.
Right, micro and macro. Yeah, that's a good analogy.
So the correspondence, what I put down is journal. Journal is a powerful tool to look within to change your outer world.
Well, I think we've talked about journaling basically since we started the show, and if you journal not only your thoughts or what you've already accomplished, what you do want to accomplish, it also has to do with accountability. But then again, if you just stop journaling, maybe you have the intention of starting a journal, but then you just don't keep up with it, or I've had many days in my journal where I just say, nope, not today.
Okay, Nadia, would this is kind of a question for Nadia. Nadia, would expression be the throat chakra?
Expression and what? Verbally?
Anything.
Yes.
That would be so even if you had like body language, that would be expressed through your throat chakra, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, let me put it. Yeah. Okay. So you remember the first picture that you showed, Jen, with all those. All right. So expression. Not only are you a throat chakra, but it's also solar plexus. So they work. It kind of works.
They work in harmony. Yeah. They work right.
Yes.
Okay.
So it does also affect your solar plexus because the emotion that I have as that expression depends on what I feel within myself about that response. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I was, that's what I was kind of asking my rods was, does expression or the throat chakra affect all the chakras? And I got a yes on that. And
yes.
The reason why I was asking, again, I don't necessarily see the energy, but I understand the sequence. Chakras to me are much easier to follow than these laws or principles that we're studying now. But my question is, does the vibration or intent, and you were talking about journaling, is that's also expression? But if you're journaling, does that go out into the universe is what I'm asking. Do you know what I mean? Or you're creating on paper, does that go out also?
I would think so because it's energy.
If you think, you speak, you also write all words, and all words are powerful and go out to the universe.
Okay.
True. Now, could you also? Now, that's our intention of what we're putting out, but can you also look at the fact that it's open to interpretation of how it's received as well?
Agreed.
Like if someone doesn't really know your personality or your sense of humor, like we'll throw each other under the bus all the time, but it's all done out of love.
Right.
If they don't know you very well. It's going to take it. They're going to take it as an insult. Or like you were mentioning body language. the way we move, if you don't really know that person, you could
Right.
take it totally wrong. I
Right.
know that we can compliment each other all the time. We get it because we understand each other. But if you're not quite sure, you may take it as an insult.
Right. Jen, are you planning on pulling cards at all on this?
Sure, I can. Absolutely.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, it seems like if our expression, our thoughts, etc., I think that's kind of the root, if you will, of these laws: understanding, expression, receiving,
Right.
giving, saying. Okay, does our intent with these laws affect them positively or negatively, or can they only
Okay.
affect them one way, is what I'm
Right.
getting at. Like, our
Right.
No,
intent's to
either
make
way.
it good, but under the universal laws, it's supposed to be, is it just data and someone
Right.
takes it for what it is? I don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
say that, but like most of the time, everything kind of comes from your heart, from your mind. If they're in unison, to me, it's heart, body. So
Right.
that's what I'm getting at. Does that almost play a role within it? I don't know how to put it.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. It all comes down to intention. It really is
Yeah.
intention. A lot of giving and receiving here. So this is
I
it's
believe
about
everything
balance.
comes down to intent, basically.
Mm.
yeah,
This is something that we constantly have to strategically work at. I mean, you practice. That's what you're doing. You're practicing of how you interact with one another. This is if people aren't really focused, cups are about emotions. If people aren't focused, they're very distracted and they're not really paying attention to your intention, they can take it wrong. This is about giving and receiving, coming in and out. How is it perceived? How is it given? Everybody is different. So, but they do work together. This is a balance. This is all about balance of how it's
I'm
given
just
and
trying to tie them together better than they're presented.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was the hardest thing for me. They work together, but only in this case, this. And that's what I'm having a hard time understanding. But it seems like what Naughty was saying with the throat chakra vibration,
Right.
that seems to be the only thing that not just goes through the chakra, but maybe these laws for what they are. But that's just it. There's a whole lot of that's what I'm trying to. I'm just trying to get it in some kind of understanding.
Well, our physical things that we do. I mean, let's say if Rocco goes out and wants to rob a store tomorrow, I'm pretty sure the physical aspect of that is going to also bring everything down. So it can be physical, but we're talking about words that come out of here. Now, when tarot swords are about thoughts as well, shouldn't we include thoughts?
Yeah.
Because the way we think, it may not necessarily come out of here, but the way we think is very important as well.
Well, you also have to understand there is no chakra that is at rest. I mean, they're all working through the evolution of it. So, of course, you're like the pineal gland is the mastermind. I mean, it has to go through that to tell you which chakra to,
Have you ever seen the little drawing like, okay, let's take an hourglass. Okay. Here, an hourglass, whatever, up and down.
Yeah.
Is the speech somehow, I don't know, maybe it's perception of how we see it. It kind of comes down and then it's inverted, how they say our eye works or whatever. They keep showing me this image of this hourglass, whether it's a pyramid or something, top as above, so below. There's something with that aspect of sound or intent and vibration. Is that like a symbol that they're trying to add to the chakra? I don't know how to say it.
That's the correspondence, as above, so below. That's the third eye. I mean, like the master thought. I mean, this is the master thought, and this is the throat chakra is the minute details. So what do you say, CEO and FAO? I don't know how they do it, but they have to work together.
Yeah, the money guy always has the decisions, unfortunately. CFO.
So
he's the one who lets the CEO knows if it can happen.
So when you're constantly thinking about like one subject, it gets stuck here of all the little details of why that is bothering you.
Yeah,
which also affects manifestation.
Yeah,
which also affects manifestation. Yes.
Or are they trying to show me that it transmutes? I don't know. It's an hourglass. Why is it
well, is it a thought process of what happens in the spiritual will manifest into the physical? They're just taking one and putting it, if you think positively here, it manifests down here. Is that where they're going with it?
Yeah, I don't understand the color either. It's like a purplish. It's closer to your shirt than any shirt we have on here, but it's not a dark purple.
Well, purple is your crown chakra, isn't it, Nadia?
So is that coming down from the?
Yeah, but hers is more. Is your shirt burgundy? It's more
of a maroon color.
Yeah, but I was kind of going color wise as far as like you took that shirt in a purple hue in that color.
Okay, well then I'm trying to put all these in 7 laws into the 7 generic chakras.
The chakras.
You advance yourself. When you advance yourself, you're going up to 12, 11, 12 chakras.
Right.
Now, what's closest to purple?
The back chakra. See, that's not purple, Jay. That's maroon.
No.
So the only thing I could say is
the crown chakra is purple.
Is the
crown chakra is purple? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So you have the base chakra is red, maroon, but in the front there's another chakra called the sex chakra. That is directly connected to the throat chakra. Like, for example, when you hit puberty, then kids start talking back. Okay. That's because it's affected it enhanced the throat chakra.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out what your hourglass is going to.
Yeah, maybe it's how we talked about in that sense of in the duality. Maybe it is is there equal balance once everything becomes one color? I don't know. They can all, I understand they're individual, but if we go to the macro, the micro, are they all one? When intent is one way, the whole thing aligns.
When you're balanced,
maybe balanced, yeah, but it was very specific,
as above, so below
shape. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't know why they're bringing it up that way. Because we were talking about intent, vibration, sound, correspondence, going out in the universe. I didn't understand what the shape had to do with it. Back and forth.
Well, if you go out in the universe, they say the sound, the first sound of source was Om. Om. Is that the vibration that we start with?
You say any coughs like me?
Say it again.
Oh, sorry.
What words did you use?
Aum. Aum.
Aum.
OHM.
Yeah, it's AUM or Om.
I guess it just depends on the language.
I thought you said I Om, and that would be like
no,
maybe. And I had gotten all of a sudden I had gotten I am. Should have been I Om.
Oh wow, interesting.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
And that's how the Bible got manipulated. A part of.
So if I say Om in that vibration, and then I'm going to say I Om. See what kind of vibration you guys get. You ready?
Mhm.
And you guys at the live chat, if you can write what you felt. Okay, here comes the first one is Om. You ready? I'm going to do it with a deeper, higher voice, higher tone.
Okay.
Om. All right, now I'm going to do the other one. I Om.
Try and do it without the space in between the two.
Like blended in.
I got it. Okay, ready? I Om.
I'm off to work I go.
Well, there goes the vibration. Did you guys feel a difference in the vibration?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
The second one to me went higher to my crown chakra, and the first one was more in my solar plexus.
Wow.
The IOM, that one seems more complete.
I got one more.
If that makes sense.
Okay, one more then.
Okay.
This one just came in my head. I am. That didn't sound good at all. That was
not even
totally.
Didn't even resonate at all.
I just rejected that.
Not at all.
Yeah, even my rods were like, nah, terrible.
I wanted to know what the affirmation of I am, if it resonated in a different way. That's all.
Okay, what is the squigglies?
Where is the squigglies?
Underneath the 7 chakras and the meanings. Squiggly.
That's the 7 chakras and their meaning. That's the Om symbol.
That's the Om symbol. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to relate that to your hourglass thing?
No.
The hand.
There's a.
I gotta take my glasses off. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
there's the Greek. I'm not gonna go there. Okay.
I don't know if you can read this. Just like we were talking about the I am, I feel, I do. It depends on what chakra you're working on. And these are the things that you're supposed to say during your meditation.
That's so funny that you have the I am. That's what it was. I felt it like, that is amazing. So the Muladhara has 4 pedestals, so that's why they want a balance. So for me, I have that one as the gender, because gender requires balance, masculine and also energy is.
Well, it is fascinating how they all link to each other, because gender can also relate to polarity as well, because it's like opposite and how they work with each other. And of course, now the reason that, I'm not going to get into the debate of this gender identity junk that's going around, but the reason that it is pushed, the agenda is pushed so strongly, is because it is to throw off our vibration as well and throw off that law. I really believe that.
Disruption of energy, actually. It really cuts the energy, not just in half, but at the knees. It's crippling. That's about the only way I can describe it. It literally is. Take 3/4 of your energy and hand it away, and you're left with what you can feel of the 25% left, if you can even function with that. That's what it feels like. It's really it's a way to cut someone's energy. That's the bottom line.
Right. Well, with the law of gender, both masculine and feminine, we each carry both.
Yeah.
So it's about balance. Some women may feel more masculine and vice versa. But they've taken that off a little bit of leaning one way or another to now declare a new gender.
Right. That's what I mean. There's no harmony within it. It's destructive. It really is. As far as energy goes, not choice. I'm just saying, energy wise.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's actually trying to crisscross masculine and feminine to go the opposite. See how it's cutting it down?
Yeah. Yeah.
So would you think that
Junior.
is that a mental thing in their mind, or is this a spiritual thing?
It feels like it's both to me. It's
What-
physical and mental. I'm getting a yes on that.
Gender
it literally,
confusion.
yeah.
Okay, I am getting blocked
Just
in a lot of
roughly, yeah.
ways, so I'm having a hard time understanding you guys. So
Mm.
sometimes I have to pick the volume up of on the YouTube channel. They are messing with me
Mm,
today.
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, really, it's
Gender
about
confusion.
curbing the energy, destroying it.
Yeah, they're actually, like I said, it's cutting it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't know which way to go. So if you cut this, I mean, you have a spiritual energy in your sacral chakra called the Kundalini. The
Right.
Kundalini has to go up to the crown chakra and back down. But if you're cutting it because you don't know what gender you're at,
I'm actually getting it stops it. Can you confirm that, Dennis or Jen? It's not even just cutting it. It stops it.
yeah, it's a block. Look, Jay,
Yeah.
So it's a blockage.
it's a block. It's cutting it so it doesn't come through.
Right. And
They
so
cut-
then that would disrupt the entire chakra. The entire chakra.
Not just that, your whole connection to the divine.
Well, yeah.
Completely throws you off balance.
Gray into black. That's bad, right? Gray.
Oh, yeah.
moving into a black. Okay, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
color they're giving me.
Like a
More-
death.
Yeah,
It's
more.
actually a
That's what I
death.
just said. More death.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But here's the funny thing. They're really cutting it off because they're trying to teach the children at a very young age, way before puberty.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's not even enhancing the sex chakra.
Well, like I said, if it cuts it down 75%, imagine what that does to your energy. It's cutting it off down here. There's no more growth after that. It's boom, it's done. Now, okay, I'll get it.
No, you don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I might have to take it. It's my dad, but we'll see. Okay. Also, the basic chakra. So, if you have two types of chakras, if you try to incorporate it as the seventh, it's causing laziness. It's
Wow,
causing laziness.
That's knocking out your heart, your crap. Wow.
Yeah, but see, it knocks off even your energy.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
What are you thinking about, Dennis?
it-
Your light's going crazy.
it's knocking
I know
off.
it is.
It's keep on that energy in the
Spirit's
lower
trying to get my
chakra.
attention.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jen, you getting something on this?
Yeah, I pulled a spread and I was trying to had to get the right wordings and then I had to interpret. So I said that X or that blockage, does it kill the connection to the divine is what I asked. That's what I ended up asking. Does it kill the connection to the divine? And I got an Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it does. But this was interesting. I pulled the Death card.
Yeah,
And
we
I
said
pulled
that.
the World card, and the World represents having a firm foundation. You no longer have a firm foundation at all.
Okay.
You are totally rocking the boat.
Yeah.
This has to do with we need to stand up for our sovereign independence of who we truly are. We need to stand up for it. But I also pulled the Page of Swords. We need to speak and teach the littles that this
Yep.
you are who you are. Give yourself time. But pulling that Death card was huge because that was just representing that it does kill a connection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does innocence is gone sound right?
That's the next chakra. That's the navel chakra. Is the
So taking the innocence away.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
My navel chakra's expanded.
my navel chakra might be large.
That's with lunch.
Excuse me. There might be an echo in it. I don't know.
I call that the Buddha chakra because that's where it goes.
But it's
Make
not
a great drop,
Buddha.
though.
It's not Buddha. It's Buddha. It's there.
Ooh, ha.
Oh, Buddha.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Wow. Yeah, asking about removing or killing innocence, or at least suppressing it, is what it does.
Yep.
So the Ace of Wands is a yes. This is great loss and depression. It absolutely destroys the just the mentality. Everything reverses itself, so the innocence goes away. Basically, the Wheel of Fortune means it gets flipped.
This really
Yeah.
is geared towards a person's energy, a person's will, a person's straight yes, yeah.
Well,
Wow.
this is fascinating. The last
The
two
neuter.
cards that I pulled, the Moon card is illusion. It's about confusion. It
Okay.
is to cause confusion and illusion. And the last one is the Empress card. We need to stay grounded and remember the innocence of the children. We need to stay grounded, because I always look at her as the Mother Gaia. Stay grounded of who we're meant to be.
That's funny because that picture that you showed of the chakras, Jen.
Yeah.
The 4 petals. I haven't been memorizing this very much, but they have 4 petals. Actually, one of the petals is innocence. And
show me what that is. I don't understand what's innocence.
From the root chakra, so the little circles on this side, onto the right hand side, there's little flower petals.
Oh, okay. Bottom one?
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's your foundation. One of the petals is innocence.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And
I did not know that. Wow.
The root chakra is also known as the sex chakra as well, is it not?
Yeah, and when you go into the higher chakras, there's root and shock. And the thing that's more amazing is when you pull the tarot cards foundation, that is your grounding.
Oh.
Okay.
So if that
That's
table,
another good topic for a round table, I think.
So if you have those petals as a table and you take away innocence, there's no way you can balance or be stable as in grounding.
Exactly.
Right. Which would affect every other chakra.
Okay, the bottom one says I am, the next one says I feel, and so on and up, and I love, and all those things I see, I understand. All those things are gone. After
Will be
that.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So each of those petals represent something within the body, but there's also the left and the right, the masculine and the feminine, and that's what they're confusing.
Well, I don't know if it's blown up big enough for you guys to read it. It says the root chakra says energy, stability, comfort, and safety.
No, let me see if I have it in.
The sacral above that is what is
that's
that?
called Swadhisthana.
Sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, and sociability.
Well, in that one, there is also creativity. See, like I said, it's very difficult because what you have is different when you go into the 11 chakras.
Yeah, because this one's a little bit different. Creativity is listed under the throat chakra on this one.
Okay.
I guess it's open to interpretation and how you feel about it. So,
well, I think there was one time that we did pull cards or do pendulums on and see if the chakras were manipulated. And I think here, okay, so for what I have in Swadhisthana chakra, It's qualities: art, creativity, pure desire.
Okay.
Is that what you want? Pure desire, pleasure. Coral yellow. See, I have yellow, and you have orange. So okay. Well, I mean, I think it depends on which chakras we study.
Right.
I literally had to take a minute there. There was so much sadness once that sunk in.
Wow. Yeah.
That was horrible to me.
Yeah.
That really was horrible to me.
Well,
I
it's
can't
loss.
explain it. I can't explain it.
It is
There
great
was,
loss. Yeah.
you know, sometimes I get that feeling, the heavens. This was just so powerfully horrible.
I wonder if they're going to try to manipulate and rewrite these again.
Okay, I have the 4 for the base chakra, the root chakra.
Okay.
It's innocence, wisdom, chastity, and purity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and right now in society, they're trying to basically pluck all those feathers off, or the petals.
Yeah.
Wow.
And to clear it actually is to sit on Mother Gaia as much as possible. Or like we said, the next 2 days, walk in the grass barefoot, sit on the ground, whenever you can, as much as you can. Maybe when Jay comes back, can we open a prayer for the young who are confused in this, just to clear that energy out of here?
Of course. Of course.
And then we'll wait till Jay gets back if he's okay with it.
Yeah, this card is absolutely beautiful because she represents Gaia and the fact that she's holding the innocence.
Yeah. That's how I love it.
It's very, very it's sad though that we have a whole generation that's dealing with this, where it's crammed down their throat.
But let's say, let's put in a positive perspective. Hopefully most of these are star seeds that won't buy it.
Right.
So, I mean, it's the agenda, but I'm hoping these kids who have this special gifts of not buying it and standing strong.
Yeah.
I also believe that most of them have passed the immunity test, that all those immunizations are not affecting them. So there is divine working here. You okay, Dennis?
Yeah.
Do you want to lead us in a prayer, Dennis, or would you like?
No.
Would you like us to do a prayer?
I thought we were going to wait for Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I really feel that that will change. I mean, as above, so below. So if Spirit's fighting above for this, we're fighting below here for this.
Yeah, and with that being said, you could get into the laws of mentalism just in the fact that I think it's funny because I wrote down here the universe is mental.
As we know.
But we have to remember that we are one with our Creator, and we are a divine spark from our Creator, and we have to remember where that divinity comes from. So,
exactly. And we also have, sorry, Jen.
No,
and we fine. Also have to know that we are here to make this change. I mean, us spreading this knowledge helps more awareness and helps change that agenda.
Yeah. Yeah, our where we keep our mind and our consciousness and how we keep our head clear is very, very important. That's why we're always saying you can mix them all together, vibration and everything. Turn off the news, turn off the negativity. Don't listen to all that because it starts messing with your head. It messes with vibration. There's lots of different ways you could look at it.
And who knows? I'm not heartless. I do have emotion and feeling, but I know we have a purpose for why we're doing what we're doing and why we're saying what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I lost my train of thought. I mean, who knows? Us choosing to do the 7 universal law was to show awareness for something greater.
Well, when it came to me, it was actually during meditation and trying to understand it and how it works and the vibrations and the different levels that I feel when I'm in the meditation. And Spirit just said, you need to study what is happening to you, not only in the physical, but the mental and the spiritual as well. It needs to be explained.
Maybe once we're done with this one and we do our prayer to close this, maybe we should go into the law of polarity, because I think that's where we're heading.
Sure.
Let me text.
Yeah, and our intention was not to bring the energy down and make it negative. That's not our intention, but we do have to talk about things. We just can't stay there.
Okay, I think Jade probably can hear us. I don't know, because I know that energy is getting heavier and heavier, and we could change it by the love that the live chat is showing. We could change it by gratitude of why we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, testimony. I'm grateful that we are actually opening our minds to see what the real agenda is, so we can step in and help our own society. Oh, Jay's gone.
Yeah, he won't be back.
Okay.
And we'll respect that.
Okay.
But with that being said, I think we're going to stop there. I just was told that.
So
We're
no
going
prayer.
to close out with a positive prayer. If you have something that you're very grateful for, please put it in the chat. Raise that vibration, because we're not staying in this level.
Not at all.
Just love on each other, have gratitude. We will stop there. We'll continue. That's a rough one that we just discussed. Is it necessary? I think, but we have the utmost respect for Rocco. So let's do a prayer to bring that vibration back up. We'll talk outside the show if we want to continue this next week or Friday. We'll definitely probably at least stay on the positive side of things. And if you guys have questions, we'll dig into it. But if you guys will join us in a prayer, I'll say what is on my heart. And then if Dennis or Nadia want to add to it, they're more than welcome. And you guys add to it by typing it in the chat. Absolutely. Just be in agreement. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Divine Creator, Heavenly Source, Divine Father, Divine Mother, Yeshua, all the heavenly hosts, our higher selves, our ascended masters, our guardian angels. We ask you now to put out love and comfort and raise the frequency and help us understand why we need to discuss these things that help heal any pain that was caused or the suffering of so many around the world. But those of us that are in the chat room or in the round table or listening, that will be listening later, please heal them, give them the love and attention and the positivity that we need to focus on the way things are in the world, that we are correcting them, we are fixing them. We are forever grateful for all the love and mercy and grace that you give us. And I am full of gratitude for everyone here, that they have the mercy and grace as well, and we give it right back. All the love from my heart to all the way to the Creator and to everyone here. I declare all these things that are precious and holy, and so it is, and so let it be.
Okay. I know I'm freezing over here, so I'll try my best.
It's all right.
To the divine, I ask that our guardian angels and our archangels hover above us, sending beautiful white light, finding a healing from Archangel Raphael, finding the opening, the wound, and help heal it. Because all of us have gone through traumas within ourselves, within our past lives, in our life right now. And as we are shaking this out of us, our light gets stronger and stronger to strengthen us to be in this purpose of what we are here for. So, Lord, I ask that you guide us, cleanse us, and remove the pain that was triggered today. Archangel Uriel, I ask that you put your bright light of forgiveness, because when those openings happen with these people that are trying to confuse gender, we ask that light be shined upon that, and we forgive, and we move on, and we get stronger from it. So please, Lord, Divine Father and Mother, give us the strength to pass through this. And so I ask all this in full faith. So be it, and so it is.
So be it, so let it is.
So it is, so it shall be.
All right.
And I'm sending in a beautiful light, white light for healing, for the live chat, for my brothers and sisters on the round table.
Yeah. We never want to get into the negativity of things, but sometimes it happens and it's life, but we don't stay there. Always remember that. So to everyone in the chat, there's a great apology if you were affected as well. It was not the intention. Our intention is just to educate ourselves and keep moving forward. But we'll end the laws there today, and we'll figure out a game plan of how to finish the other ones if we so choose to do so. Okay. I will do your oracles, and we'll let you go for the rest of the day. And show on Friday with the group if they want to at 1 p.m. Eastern. Dennis, do you have a plug that you are you going to be working tomorrow?
Check my community page. I have one tomorrow and one Saturday, but Spirit's got me going to more of a psychic than a pendulum.
Okay.
So I might do that.
All right. So go to
apparently
King
I
of
need to
Cups.
practice. So
that's all right. That's how we get better at it. All right. So the community page on King of Cups and his page. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. And the intention wasn't to go negative, but it's where it went. But we'll check in on Rocco. He'll be okay. And
Itasca, that's more like ascension.
It's ascension. Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody, I don't know, Jen, if anybody needs to contact me or ask me to put some healing on them, I'm glad to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you don't know Nadia's contact information, email me and I will get you in contact with her, because I know that I respectfully am not going to put that out in public information, but if you'll contact me, I will be in and out talking with Nadia, and I will get you in contact with her. But I can't tell you and emphasize enough of how good she is and how loving she is with her healings and helping people understand what these are for healing for chakras and how to work on not only the mind, but the spirit and the body. Okay. All right.
All right. On that note, I am going to sign off over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Me too.
Love you guys.
Love you. All right, guys. All right. Sometimes it can get a little rough, but we love each other through it. And we love our Creator for giving us the opportunity to join together. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for joining in that prayer as well. It's a beautiful thing when we can do it together as a collective. It raises the frequency. All right. Let's get your oracles done. And I think there's only one of the people, I think it was Sister Renee, I haven't talked to about her free reading. The other are in the process of being scheduled as soon as we can get our schedules on board. All right. Like I said, Friday, 1 p.m., we will get into whether we'll either continue this or we'll do something else. But with good vibrations. All right. I had one of your oracles here. I'm losing my marbles. Surprise. Shocked face. All right. Boy, the energy is crazy. I've got littles at each other's throats the last few days. I know that ascension symptoms are really crazy right now. Try not to keep it. Don't go to bed and stay there. I hope not. I know you're tired. I know your head hurts and you're nauseous. There's a lot of the same symptoms with everybody right now. It affects your voice. It can affect your vision. It affects a lot of different things. Just give yourself a little mercy and grace when you look yourself in the mirror. Okay. All right, there it is. I knew I had it somewhere. All right, let's start out with your oracles with the angel of abundance, of course. And this one today is no more complaining. All right, complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Remember, what we feel and our spirituality and our mentality manifests itself into the physical. So we keep those things positive and on a high vibration. Your archangel today, very good, strong one, very important. It's probably a reason when the energy gets that heavy, this guy is typically there for positivity to bring you out of it. Archangel Sandalphon, very, very strong angel. Tune into your divine potential. Bring the world into harmony. When you receive this card, you're advised to strengthen your spiritual foundation. We talked about foundations today. Grounding. Call on Archangel Sandalphon to help you develop your Earth Star chakra and open up the higher potential of all your chakras by placing his fifth dimensional silver reflective bubble over you and sense it around you. Well, there's no coinky dinks. Remember, we were talking about chakras today. That's why Sandalphon came out of the deck. So we appreciate Spirit always speaking to us that way. All right. Your sacred oracle today is Rainbow Waterfall, which is the representation of miracles. And look at all the colors. Beautiful chakra colors as well. All right. Everyday miracles are occurring around you. Watch for and embrace them. Let go of fear and doubt. As you notice and accept the small wonders in your life, greater gifts will grow around you in spectacular ways. Be open to receive it, which we are. We tell our Creator, I want to receive. When we pray, we try to put our hands out because we want to receive what Spirit's giving back to us, especially with understanding and mercy and grace, with all the love. All right. Today, our white light oracle. I keep thinking we've had this one, or we started out with this one. I don't know. Deer of Delta. Beautiful. Mama and the baby. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. Wow. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. Wow. That gave me chills. No coinky dinks from the topic and feelings. Okay. Speaking of chakras, here are your oracles for today in the order they came in. Got some repeats. They always repeat, but kind of frequently recently. Here we go. Start out with guilt. Here we are. Guilt. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There is great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you, reclaim your life. Beautifully said. The next one is of the same color, of the color orange, and that is completion. And remember that chakra chart with the colors of where that is. Okay, which I believe is your sacral chakra is the orange. So completion. Here is a warm and cheerful energy that brings calm to an ending, making it poignant, not sad. Okay. Something is taking place outside of your comfort zone. So step into the emotional grace of completion. There's no drama here, only resolution. Beautifully, beautifully corresponding with today's topic. The third one is the red color, which is the root chakra, and that is acceptance. Innocence and innocence. Wow. They are really on point today. Innocence and an inability to see one's gifts are indicated, as well as the protection of spirit guides, good luck, and an increase in self-esteem and confidence. Beautiful. Talked about innocence today. All right. Now, these are the extras. And this one. Okay. That's the love and light. Nope, not that one. This is the fairy oracle. Fairy oracle today is hope. Beautiful. Another rainbow there. Hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Well, like Sister Nadia said, there is a reason that we're doing this topic. And we're not going to stay in the negative. We're going to look at the positive spins of the aspect of we get together as a collective, we're learning, we're sharing, and we have the utmost gratitude for the ability to do that. All right. Your love and light today. Acknowledge God's truth, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. We've heard that one many times. All right. Now, this is angel therapy, workshops, and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. Well, now, anybody seeing the dots connect here today? And your final card is your mystical shaman. And today we have the seer, number 45, the seer. And the definition of this one: the seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realms where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. This symbol represents psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The seer knows truth, always seek truth beyond all else, and sees reality as it truly is without judgment. The seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. All right. Those are your oracles for today. I want to thank everyone again for joining us, and anyone that is watching the replay later. Everyone voted to see the blooper. If I can get it to load, I'm having trouble with the file, but I will put the blooper up as soon as I can get it working. Like I said, thank you to everyone that joined us in the chat. I hope you got something out of what we did start on. We're not done, and we will make the decision together as a roundtable if we will continue or not. Okay. Until then, I will see you on Dennis's show tomorrow, and then on here Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay. You guys have a very blessed day. Remember how much I love you and how grateful I am for each and every one of you. Okay. Love and light, a little for days like this. It's okay. All right. Stay positive. Keep your vibration high, and we'll talk soon. Okay. I love you. If you need me, get a hold of me. All right. Blessings, guys.